Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I also got to talk a little bit about the economy and a few other things going on around crypto as well. But I got to thank you for all of your comments in yesterday's video. I appreciate all those comments. I appreciate all of you. You know, we're all on the same journey. You help me get there, and I help you get there at the same time. That's what this is all about. And I really want to thank all of you. There's only going to be one video today. Half the day I had no internet, so I really got nothing done. So U.S. may freeze bank account withdrawals as currency fear rises, experts warn. An expert in economics is warning that the Biden administration may be looking at ways to lock down your checking account, literally ban withdrawals from the banking system. The teams Biden has installed in power in the federal government already have moved to force you to buy an electric car, limit the kind of appliances you can buy, censor the questions you can raise about fair elections, and more. Now, the next step could be your bank account, according to macroeconomics guru Hugh Hendry. And I think he's right. I remember watching that FDIC video talking about bail-ins. If bail-ins weren't going to happen, why would they have even brought it up? I think it was part of the plan all along. And I still say it all the time. The banking system is not safe. There's better places to put your money today. And as far as electric cars, you know how they were trying to push everyone into one. They're still on that agenda. And they don't want you owning a car in the future. You know, certain car makers, if you lease a vehicle, say for 3 years, at the end of the 3 years, you usually have the option to buy that car. They're doing away with that option. So you go from one lease to another lease. It almost reminds you of what? You will own nothing and be happy in the future. That's where it's all leading. And as far as natural gas stoves, I'm not even going to touch that one. That was absolutely ridiculous. So they will raise the debt ceiling. It just depends on who blinks first. Will Republicans get some cuts, or will Biden force a debt ceiling increase with zero cuts? Treasury says there is only $88 billion left to avoid a debt cap. They're going to raise the debt ceiling. Most likely, they're going to play this out for another 2 weeks. And then guess what? They're going to raise the debt ceiling at the last minute. But because she's out there causing all that chaos and panic all over the mainstream media news, it makes me wonder what she's really hiding. What's going on behind the scenes? And if she really wants to save money, hey, do away with the IRS and the SEC, because God knows we don't need either one of those organizations at this point. Everything is fine, not a recession. Bankruptcies are up 216%, and we aren't even halfway through 2023. Also, she could get rid of the Fed. But the reason bankruptcies are up right now, I think, is because people are giving up. You know, they probably go and work 2, 3 jobs to make ends meet. Plus, they're making credit card payments at the same time. They probably want to start over. They want to reset. And a lot of this debt started back with COVID. You know, remember contactless payments? They didn't want you using cash, only debit and credit cards. And on top of that, you were told to buy things you really didn't need. And look at toilet paper back then. And, you know, I think we're at a point where inflation continues upward. I don't care about the magic numbers that they try to give to the American people. Visit a gas station or a grocery store. Inflation's still where it is. In fact, it's still going up a little bit along the way. But I think that's why bankruptcies are up. People are just stopped paying. Alaska House passes bill to make gold and silver legal tender. Now, this comes along with other states as well, such as Wyoming and Utah and Texas. I think every state should push to go back to the gold back system. You know, fix the current economy, fix the current system, you know, stop all the spending. But you see how certain states are fighting for a different solution than FedNow. I think FedNow is going to fail out of the gate. I'll talk more about that in a minute. So battle for the Federal Reserve, Ripple's XRP versus Stellar's XLM. Who will power the instant payment service? Honestly, it doesn't even matter. Like I said, I think FedNow is there. No one's going to want to adopt it. Some banks aren't going to utilize it. Merchants aren't going to want to utilize it in the future, and the people never will want to use it either. But then there's Metal Blockchain. And right now, it's the XRP killer all over crypto Twitter. For as long as I've been holding XRP, there's been at least 5 XRP killers that have come up. And guess what? XRP is still here. What about Cypherium? Now there's no talk about Cypherium all of a sudden. XRP is the future, like it or not. And, the U.S. is still going to utilize RippleNet and XRP once that massive liquidity crisis comes. Interesting thought. In accordance with the SEC versus Ripple case resolution, wouldn't it be perfect timing with NASDAQ custody crypto for a timely XRP listing? And there's a lot of things. Even FedNow is a good reason to wrap up the Ripple versus SEC case before July. But I think the case is going to happen so sudden, people are going to be shocked that it's over. There's not going to be an announcement of that day happening. It's just going to happen like overnight. So the key is building the links to the networks, exactly what Ripple has been doing with fiat for the last 10 plus years. I think what Ripple's been doing is building a massive network all throughout the rest of the world. And once that network is all put in place, that's when we could see that flip of the switch moment, when XRP starts flowing very fast all at once. And again, that's something for XRP holders to look forward to, because that day is coming. The XRP army were called conspiracy theorists for stating this news 5 years ago, but the truth is out there for all to see. Ripple's XRP, Stellar's XLM, IOTA, the cryptos to unlock SWIFT. Now remember, even last year, people were saying, what does crypto have to do with ISO? It's just a messaging service. But now we're starting to see how it fits in perfectly. Everything that was ever a conspiracy theory around XRP is all of a sudden becoming more and more fact. Even CBDCs at one point were a conspiracy theory. But here we are today with every country in the world looking to get one. Ex-Ripple executive sheds light on XRP burning issue. Now, this is still being talked about also, the escrow. Everybody's like, they're going to be forced to burn that escrow, and then XRP is going to skyrocket. But look what happened with XLM. The price actually went in the other direction. So former Director of Developer Relations at Ripple, Matt Hamilton, has weighed in on the debate regarding the fate of Ripple's XRP holdings if the company is required to dispose of them. Hamilton suggested that Ripple could render their entire future escrow funds inaccessible to even themselves by disabling the master key on the destination account, thus making them inoperable. So it looks like all they have to do is use the master key instead of anything else, according to Matt Hamilton. But I don't see the judge ordering Ripple to burn anything. I still don't think the government's going to confiscate crypto in the future either. I think we're going to see XRP rise on its use case and utility in the future, all throughout the world. It's going to enrich me and you along the way. But again, there's no reason to even have to burn the escrow, in my opinion. Breaking news, CZ Binance just unfollowed Elon Musk on Twitter. Now, all of a sudden, because that happened, people are saying Binance is done. It's over for Binance. Why? Because they unfollowed Elon Musk? I'm sure CZ had a reason for that. And we'll probably hear about that reason within the next week or so. But again, people right away jump to conclusions. They think, oh, that's it, for Binance. That's it. It's finished because they stopped following someone. Listen, people stop following people on a daily basis. Jim Cramer says an economic wave is about to hit that will be fantastic for investors. That doesn't sound good at all. Because anything Jim Cramer says, you can expect the opposite to happen. That's why anytime Jim Cramer says something, I share it with all of you. Because then you could expect the opposite. And hopefully, he's wrong on this one, because I want to see this market turn around. I want to see us start moving upward, instead of this sideways for such a long period of time, because that gets so frustrating. I look at the chart sometimes, I'm like, oh, I don't even want to look at it, because it sets in that idea that, come on, let's go. Come on. Why am I still holding this cryptocurrency? Then you got to start reminding yourself of all the reasons why, and remind yourself of what you hold. You hold the greatest cryptocurrency of all time when you hold XRP. All this sideways waiting is going to be worth it in the end. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. Thank you all again for the comments in the last video. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.